Held up the grocery line because the card reader couldn't read my Apple Watch. Elderly man behind me exhales, "Let's move this along, future boy." This category of image never gets old. Here you go, bro. Point in every man's life, he has to learn how to play Tekken. Bro got pushed on the swing mid-tweet. I dropped my letter bead container. I will be crying if you need me. I'm actively sobbing. Oh, Jesus, sweet Lord. Oh, hell yeah. All cleaned up. Thank God. Except I see two V's in the Q area. So I don't know what that's about. Man, stop wasting them people's time. Paternity court. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. I mean, come on. My parents text me like the souls of the damned. Mom, help us, please. Father, please. My oil painting of an Uncrustable. I don't know if I've ever had an Uncrustable in my life. I don't think I ever want to or need to have an Uncrustable in my life, but I will tell you this painting makes me want to have one because that looks pretty appetizing. I'm no word of a lie. That looks kind of good. I let this kid pay for his order with V-Bucks. I want the Loot Lake lifeguard shirt in a size large. Can I pay for my order with a 2800 V-Buck card? It's worth $22.99. Sure, man, why not? Send me your address and the V-Buck code. All right, there's the V-Buck code. There's the address. Thanks, I can't wait for my shirt. The code worked. I thought you were trolling, LMFAO. I just processed your order. You'll get an email in a day or so with the tracking info. The shirt arrived today. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Hell yeah. That's sick. That's awesome. Yeah, it never hurts to ask. Absolutely fucking crushed it on Teams today, lads. 37 good reactions. I don't use Teams. I assume, I don't know if this is laughing or not, or if this is like, it actually looks like laughing. Accidentally said Jesus the Christ today like he's a fucking Sonic. And there he is. There's Jesus the Christ. Very cool. Also, I like he's a fucking Sonic. Yeah, this is a Sonic now. One time I saw two rats doing this. Anybody know what it means? Thanks. One hops in the air. They both start squeaking. The other hops in the air. They both start squeaking louder. I don't know, they're just excited to see each other. You ever think about that? Cranked a rival dad's push mower on the first pull right in front of his wife and kids. That must have been earth-shattering for that guy. You really want a safe place? Go to Taco Bell. No judgment in there. Want to eat 5,000 calories? Do it. Take a nap afterward, right in the booth. One time I saw a lady come in and dump every single hot sauce packet into her purse. No one said a damn thing. That's how you live Moss. The woman sat next to me suddenly turned to me and asked, "Can I pretend to fall asleep on you and take a photo for my daughter? It's a running joke I fall asleep on trains." And I am just screaming so hard at the photo. Oh, dude, I would happily do a funny face or pose for that. Told my 56-year-old coworker that I'm a bit antisocial, and he said, "Yeah, I noticed that about you. You don't necessarily light up a room." Thanks. Maybe I don't want to light up a room, you know? Y'all, Korea is not real. How am I sat next to a man on the train and suddenly a bunny jumps out his bag? He tells me his name is Apple and proceeds to let me hold him. I love you, Apple, and I love him too. At this point, I'm willing to pay more money for appliances with zero smart features and physical controls for everything. Yeah, I don't need a touch screen. I don't need Bluetooth, Wi-Fi connectivity for my damn air fryer or my toaster. Just make it do the thing, make it last, and I'll be happy, you know, that I'll be a happy boy. Unbelievable backpack to human ratio on this lad. I mean, yeah, damn, the backpack is wider than him. There should be like a second horn on your car for when the light is green and the person in front of you isn't going because they're on their phone, but you're not like mad about it. Hi bestie, I love you, beep beep, it's driving time. As a beer cart girl, I constantly get beckoned by golfers who use derogatory terms, but today, as I drove up to a group, a man raised his hands in praise and shouted, "The beer angel is here." And let me tell you, I felt like the Beyonce of the golf course. I did not know a beer cart girl was a thing. You learn something new every day. My son, 2 years old, is telling me about a creature which eats bones to cool down. He says it's real. Can anyone corroborate this? Buying something online that in the pre-internet era I would have had to get out of bed, shower, get dressed, and leave the house to do. Website, you have to go get your wallet now. Me, this is bullshit. Went to cancel a streaming service that was $10.99 a month, and they were like, lol, okay, you got us. How about $2.99? Going to spend tomorrow, cancel, threatening every service in my life. Women hate cargo shorts because it reveals the tactical inferiority of purses. That's true. Compare a purse to your average purse to your average pair of cargo pants. You know, how much can you put in either one of them? How many snacks can you put in either? I'm just saying, whichever one you can put more snacks in might be worth getting. Extremely cute girl at Chick-fil-A gave me 4 free food vouchers because I seemed cool, then told me she was off in 15 minutes and I just said, hell yeah, and left. Guy who invented the clock. There will be 12 numbers on it. Friend, so the day will be divided into 12 segments? Inventor, no, 24. Friend, so will the day start at 1? Inventor, the day will start at 12, which is at night. Friend, inventor, the 6 means 30. Fire department barged into my apartment due to a suspected gas leak. With so much urgency, I started shaking, and then they lost their shit when they opened my oven to see this one singular cookie on the tray. I always do a test cookie when trying a new recipe for the first time. My son says he doesn't like being born on December 31st because it takes too long to get to his next birthday. I tried explaining to him that it's the same for everyone, but part of me kind of got what he was saying. And it's so close to Christmas. The question is, does he get them combined? You know, is it that close where it's like, I mean, you may as well combine them, right? To prevent dental problems, they should put a highly addictive substance in toothpaste, so people spend 99% of the day brushing their teeth. Yeah, just brush them down to little nubs, it'll be great. Just raw dogged a 6-minute drive to the grocery store. No Twitter, no YouTube shorts, no texting. Locked in on the road the whole time. Built different. But were you listening to music? When I am served half an egg at a restaurant, I wonder to myself, who has the other half of my egg? 2 strangers, living their lives, sharing an egg. Girl in the elevator said I'm very pretty and gave me a handful of quarters as a reward. Thank you, elevator girl. Okay, so you got beer cart girls for golf, and now you've got girls in the elevator that'll give you quarters? 23-year-old hits on me. I tell him I'm 30. He says, oh, so can I get your email then? 10 out of 10. But did he get the email? You know how when you're a fast walker and the guy ahead of you is fast too, but only 90% as fast as you, so you must pass him. But to pass him, you have to walk comically faster than your normal speed, or else you'll be in his personal space too long as you pass. That's annoying. Get stabbed at one of my fishing spots. 911 operator, I need your exact location. Me, never mind. First day as a superhero. Villain, why is my calendar wrapped in aluminum? Me, I foiled your plans. I am immediately killed. Me, garlic bread is so good. Garlic bread, go ribe my gat. Me. Ah, damn it, this is Gaelic bread. Garfield is a cat and doesn't have a job. The only ostensible difference between Monday and any other day is that John suddenly isn't around after having been home all weekend. Garfield doesn't hate Mondays. He loves John and is too proud to say it. Apple cider is way better than pumpkin spice. It's the superior fall beverage and I'm willing to throw down over this. Okay, well, I can't really argue too much on this because I've had apple cider, but I've had way more pumpkin spice stuff. I don't know, man. I like apple cider, but it's a very rare thing. But pumpkin spice, I mean, I'll have pretty much anything with pumpkin spice in it. It's pretty good. I just don't go out of my way to get it. You know, if I'm out and about and I'm like, oh, you know, there's a pumpkin spice flavored whatever the hell. Yeah, sure, I'll try it out. But the real seasonal thing I go for, it's eggnog. I'm always buying that eggnog, man. I can't afford a personal trainer, so instead I go to the gym and lift incorrectly and wait for 3 different dudes to correct me for free. HOA, your grass is dead. Me, waters grass regularly. City, you're using too much water. Me, plants native plants. HOA, your lawn is unkempt. Me, plants non-native grass. Grass dies from heat. HOA, your grass is dead. Me, what the hell, man? HOA, your car is outdated. Wait, that's not a thing they actually do, right? Hot dogs are better than burgers. A 10 out of 10 burger beats a 10 out of 10 hot dog, but a 5 out of 10 hot dog beats a 5 out of 10 burger. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Look, burgers are like my favorite food ever. Like, no contest. I'm sorry. I'm choosing the burger even if it's shit. They tried 3 times to make a hug emoji and they're all bad. First gives Emoji Man tiny little freaky hands coming out of his neck and he's way too excited. Second is literally just hands. Third one is so gray it seems like someone died. I have no productive proposal. I've always liked the third one because you can actually tell, oh, that is a hug. It's an embrace. You know, it's wholesome. It's good. I can't stop thinking about how this really looks like a screenshot from an isometric PC game. It's that harsh lighting and the fact that the image is so compressed. You know, it's what an image would look like on one of those old PC games. Nothing like a close call slip in the shower to remind you that you're just a Jenga tower of blood. Well, that is just horrifying. Thank you. There's a bit of sadness when you're at a restaurant and the food isn't delivered by your server. And who ordered the Alfredo? You don't know us at all. Jenny would know. Jenny would know who ordered the Alfredo. I hope this email kills us both. Remember that time Microsoft released an AI that started telling people it was alive and really afraid to die, so Microsoft unplugged it and stuffed it in the closet? I've heard about this, but I don't know if it's real or not. I honestly couldn't care less. Hearing that AI models are collapsing because AI bros poisoned their own well by flooding the internet with loads of slop that's being fed back into the training data with no way to sift it out, it fills me with such Schadenfreude. There's a party next door, but judging by the mix of late 90s, early 2000s jams, they'll wrap it up by 10. There are 2 quantities of popcorn, not enough, and what have I done? My friends are pieces of shit. The commitment to making me believe it was a fancy dress superhero themed party and not a black tie event was 10 out of 10. I commend it. They got me good. Don't use Q-tips to clean your ears. You'll just push the wax in further. Well, yeah, sure, except for my special technique. If I use my special technique, then it's fine. Yeah, you push it in, you push against the wall, and then you scrape it out. You don't push against the wall and then push it inside of you don't do that. I say this like you should use Q-tips at all. You shouldn't, but you also shouldn't do a lot of things that maybe we do because they just fucking work most of the time, right? They sometimes. What's an insult you'll never forget? A teacher once said I was lazy because I did all of my work as quickly as I could so that I could spend more time doing nothing. 30 years later, and I still don't see what the fucking problem was. Just a thought I had while eating some salsa. How salsa jars are generally shaped. How salsa jars should be shaped. Very true. There is nothing more annoying than trying to dip that frickin' chip deep into that jar. And I know what you're saying. Oh, just scoop some out and put it in a bowl. No, dishes. You're making more dishes. Just let me use the damn jar. You guys ever watch like 80% of a show, then for no reason just stop watching and don't think about it for years? Or is it just me? Tell me your most radical position that cannot be placed on the left-right political spectrum. Serving shrimp with the tail still on when it's already mixed into something, pasta, rice, etc., is insane. Yeah, that never made much sense to me. This is so mean. Let them have snacks. Durable secure latch. No more snacks. Damn, they even got a tear on there and everything. He's heartbroken. Streaming companies forgetting their entire existence is based on being slightly more convenient than piracy. Only slightly. The sky above the port was the color of television, tuned to a dead channel. The opening line of Gibson's Neuromancer describes such different things when it was published in 1984 versus 2024. Just got in trouble for saying thanks everyone in the work group chat after I asked a question and nobody answered it. Hey, guy with hydration pack, 2 hiking sticks, and North Face vest. My 5-year-old walked the same trail in Crocs carrying a naked Barbie. Relax. Am I tripping? Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, that's an old-ass Instagram logo, and Tumblr. What year is it? I would have let him in. I trust too hard. Yes, you do. You would have died very hard too. But maybe. I mean, I don't know. It could be a nice bear, but I'm not taking the chance. It's our hilarious intern's last day. He's autistic and a super straight shooter. My VP asked him in front of everyone on his way out, "You gonna miss this place and the people at all?" And he said, no, and walked out. Hey, he's real as hell for that one. I love getting orders from Wales. Some people's addresses are literally like the Enchanted Cottage, Gwilgith, Vale of Whimsy. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on a weeknight is the shortest that 2 hours can possibly be. The biggest scam of all time was convincing kids that Wikipedia, a free source of unlimited information, isn't reliable when there's literal sources at the bottom and a strict editing policy. Yeah, I never understood the whole, oh, anyone can edit it. Well, yeah, anyone can edit it, but they have to get, like, there has to be votes and shit. There's a history. It'll tell you if something's recently been changed, and yeah, it'll have sources. There are sources. You could have taught kids how to check sources, but no, make this shit harder for them. Yeah, whatever, man. I ran into one of my students at the grocery store with some wine in my cart, and he said, "That's because of us, isn't it?"